All right. Welcome to the Two Men with Mike's podcast. Back. I'm your host, Bobby Joe.
Oh man, I forgot my mic. I'm CJ.
Yeah, what's what's going on? I know we didn't do it last week.
I know.
For those of you who don't know, I was on vacation. I was at Disney World in Orlando.
You want to talk about your vacation, obviously.
No, just briefly, and then we'll get into the tonight's subject. But I bought a Captain America shield, and it's one of my favorite things. One experiences down there, and I have been taking pictures, made videos for TikTok with the shield. So yeah, I'm excited and to take some more pictures and make videos. But
Eh,
so how was your week? This week, last week, anything new?
no, sir. It's nothing. That's all I can say.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm like such a dead space right now.
But hey, you know what? Me too. I was gonna go work out, but I'm probably just gonna get on the couch and watch Moon Knight. But yeah, enough about me. But so we'll jump right into it. I saw this on Facebook, the question, and I said, that might be that might be kind of interesting. So I said I would, of course, ask you, and I hope we have some viewers that'll hop on and give us their opinions or some things that might, you know. Turn them off to someone they might be interested in. But the question was, do you think or has posts from a potential, I don't know, we'll say candidate, uh, like turned you off, made them undesirable to you, or you think this happens a lot with potential suitors? You kind of you're like, oh yeah, I'm feeling that person, oh they're kind of cute, whatever. Let me go ahead and follow them, or we're friends on Facebook, and then they just post stuff that just immediately turns you off. Has that ever been your experience, or
Yeah. I mean, I'll go into it, but I'm gonna let. I want to hear what you have to say about this because I think you've been kind of excited about this for whatever
oh no,
reason.
no, okay, so well,
You're like, no, 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 yeah, 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 yeah.
your sounds more exciting than mine because I don't really. Uh, I haven't really experienced it, but I can tell you a few things. Like if I was out there single and dating, and I know this happens sometimes with women, but you got the middle finger up. It may not even be a post yet. We'll get to that later, but like a picture of you putting up the middle finger, or you holding cash in your profile pic. I'm like, what is that? That's an immediate. I'm like, well, there goes that. Um, I'll tell you one post that I have seen from people, and I'm not saying. So if I was single, it'd be like, oh damn, like post about conspiracy theories or like 5G. 5G is causing COVID. That was going around a lot. Kind of examples like that would get me. Or oh, I got some more, but I kind of no, yours kind of piqued my interest because if it seems like you have a real live, like this happened, like actual something.
I'm so confused right now.
No. You said you said you had one that happened to you. I want to know what happened.
No, I really don't have one. I was just saying, like, whatever I do have is not that great. I was just saying, like, hey, oh, yeah, I have it has been a turn off, you know.
Okay.
Um,
What are some things like that would, like, if you were out there and you're like, oh, okay, I see so and so. She seems kind of interesting. Got some nice pictures on social media. She's kind of cute. What would be some things, and guys, if you're watching, take notes and also join in and give us your experiences too.
don't, don't take my notes because I really, when I say I really have nothing, I have nothing. I
So
really-
so so nothing. There's nothing a woman could say or post that would, like, you would just all of a sudden just be turned off and lose interest.
no,
No,
I
really,
love all women.
really,
I love them for who they are.
you lying.
I am. I am. but I don't want them to be turned off from this post right here. From and then I could lose
You,
my
oh, okay.
future
Because
wife.
then they may do it or and
Uh,
something like
yeah.
that or them. Oh, okay. Well, he doesn't like that. I've been doing this for so long. Come on, you can share a few with us. Let me see who's viewing us. You can share some. Let me see.
All man, there's so many. I didn't say so many, but because I think I'm just as bad. I mean, but I just hate. I mean, if I see a lady, if we're talking relationship wise or trying to meet the other gender,
Right.
um, ladies, if I have this pet peeve about women cussing a lot, I don't know why. And if they yeah, I don't know what it is. And if they're on live, if I see them post on live and they're cussing it a lot more than
Hmm.
what a dude would, it turns me off so bad. And I'm just like, man, she was so pretty. And there was one young lady I seen on live one time,
Hmm.
and I did have like a little crush on her, but I never talked to her before ever. I just
Hmm.
had I just had a kind of a crush. I
Y'all,
was like,
y'all were just Facebook friends.
just Facebook friend. She's real pretty too. And
Hmm.
she went on live one day, and I guess somebody was I guess I'm gonna use the words messy towards her
Hmm.
somewhere else in some other post somewhere else. So she decided to go live
Hmm.
and talk about it and say, she this, she that, blah, blah, blah. I'm that, be all the extra stuff. And she was just cussing, like she would cuss left from every other word was cuss.
Like MF this and yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, and I'm not the greatest when it comes to articulating, but in my head, I'm like, you can't articulate your words better, where
Right.
you just have to use a cuss word every other word.
Right.
And till this day, I just don't even look at her the same. Like,
Really.
I'm not lying. And then it was kind of a 2 for 1 because she was cussing a lot on there, and then it was like she was on live, mother this, just being to me just extra messy. Like you
Right.
don't have to go on live and tell the world that somebody was being messy towards you, or
Hmm.
being messy with you. It doesn't. You're being just as messy if you go on live and let a bunch of people, like, I never knew what was going on, even though, don't get me wrong, it'd be entertaining. Now I do be watching and listening, but
Right.
if I just wouldn't want the person I'm trying to talk to go on live and be like, this, this MF did this MF did that, blah blah, and put
Right.
all that business out there. I'm like, I'm cool on it. So if
Okay.
you do that, I'll probably jump ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you one. Another one came to mind. So, uh, if you post and even text messages, like you don't spell out like you just say you, it'll be just the letter U instead of YOU,
Mm-hmm.
or what's the proper like not even shorthand, like you like, hey, how are you doing today? It'll be a R and a U. If I see posts like that, so it would be an instant, like, and then if I think you text, if you send me a text like that, so if I know if you post like that, so I know you send text messages like that.
Yeah.
uh and then, okay, so this was like years ago. Like, it's kind of like what you said, like a live, and she was just kind of cussing, and I'm probably getting in trouble for this, but it was real hood too. I don't.
What's wrong with a hood girl or a hood
the,
lady?
the hood maybe mentality, or it's like, oh, I'm a end this word,
Yeah.
I'm all about my paper and this and that, and I think people still actually kind of post like that. I don't know, maybe just
Yeah.
having like a 20
I,
something year old mentality, that would be an instant, kind of like, no, we're good. I'm okay with that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
Nothing.
No, no. I mean, but yeah, it's kind of stuff like that. It's just, and I don't know. I'm sure in the past I've posted some stuff for that's been kind of, people might say I'm corny, or um like the posts go on and on and on. Like, I'll get on a topic and kind of just keep going to drive the point home. So, that I'm sure that's been a turn off to to some people? Do you think there's something like you've posted or like there was somebody that may have been interested in you, but like, yeah, I kind of messed that up
Yeah,
for
I mean, I think I did that like years ago, like over a decade ago when I first got on, like let's say Facebook, right?
like what were
I
you kind of posting or
any and everything silly and stupid, literally. And I was, I would post quite often.
hmm
And I felt like I had to post all the time, or at least a few times through the day. So that was
right.
over a decade ago, and I
hmm
literally probably over a decade ago, and I just wouldn't. In hindsight, I thought about. It, I'm like, man, I probably ruffled a lot of feathers. I probably, a lot of people just didn't like me.
Do you think what like you say ruffle feathers from like maybe a about maybe a controversial topic
Yeah,
or
yeah. I would talk about it. I would talk about anything
hmm
just to kind of post. But it was like I said, it was so long ago, over 10 years
hmm
ago.
hmm
Like now, I don't post at all, other than might be a picture here or there.
yeah.
Now, if you catch them on Snapchat, that's a different thing. But
And
I'm talking
that's
social.
one I can't that's one I can't get into is
Yeah,
Snapchat.
yeah. I do the Snapchat because I know it goes away. Supposedly, so
Right.
I'm okay with that. But now I don't do a lot of stuff on my Facebook other than just it might be pictures or something like that. And that's the only other social media I really post on. Um,
Now why
Everything
is that? Why is that? Do you
because to me, I just number one, I'm not trying to keep up with all that stuff and
right.
trying to post all on just keeping up with it because I'm not trying to be some influencer.
hmm
Every once in a while I could say what's on my mind and then I'm okay with it. You know, I'm good. I'm
Right.
good. But
Right.
I don't need to like I'll see people sometimes say, "Oh, chilling on my couch at 8 p.m." And it's like,
Yeah.
in my head I'm like, and what's I just lost however how many seconds it took me to read that. Like that,
Right.
it doesn't to me it's like that's pointless, right?
Yeah.
So I don't do that. I
Okay.
mean, I don't I mean I posted back in the day like that.
hmm
So kind of back to what I was saying. So I was posting everything, any and everything. I was posting about any everything. I post about people. I even talk about people sometime back in the day, which I know, like I said, when I look back at it now, I'm sure maybe someone, let's say romantic wise or whatever, romance wise or whatever, maybe
Right.
somebody probably was interested in me back in those days.
hmm
And I probably turned them off because I was posting this crazy stuff. And they was like, man, this dude immature, stupid, silly, dumb. Knowing me, I'm not gonna say misspell some words or left words out of paragraphs and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
Uh, use wrong words, but they were like, this guy,
I think we all yeah, we all do that, but yeah,
yeah,
no, I see what you're saying though.
yeah. So I'm, you know, that's and I'm not saying that's why I don't do it now. I don't post now just because of work, even though I was doing it at work. But it's like people can go back and look at that stuff.
hmm
So when I go up for, let's say, if I might want to go up for promotions or this, and that, and the other, they'll probably go look at my page
Yeah.
to see what I've been doing. Like,
hmm
what am I talking about? And that's which is crazy. We're in this new world where that's common. Like that
Right.
is, that's the normal for whoever's over you and you're trying to move up the ladder.
Right.
They're gonna go look at that. Even if you're not moved the ladder, you just work from there. They're still gonna go over there and look at what you've been posting, what you talk about, how you are. To
hmm
me, even though it's public, I'm almost at the same time. It's an invasion of my privacy because I didn't invite you to that page. You know?
Oh, you mean like the people that may be
Yeah,
potentially looking to hire you, or just
yeah,
people?
yeah. And if they try to use it against me, and it's like, well, that's an invasion of my privacy because you're not a friend of mine. I didn't
Right.
invite you over, but you're
Right.
on it. And a lot of people say, oh, you just block it out, but but still, if I didn't invite you to the house, don't come in.
Right. Right. But so like, and I always it's always been fascinating to me or interesting, yeah, because people will go look at your social media. But if you have your page locked, I mean, I don't know. Do you have yours? Because I know I do. I mean, I don't even use my un- unless you know B Joseph. Well, they know now because
Yeah.
if they're watching B Joseph Williams. I mean, I don't use my name. I just because Bobby Joe sounds a little country, and I just went with B Joseph, kind of like F. Gary Gray. But
Yeah.
I don't. A lot of people, unless they know me, can't find me. You know. So, but I get what you're saying. So, I try to watch what I say too. Uh, number one, I'm not out there trying to date or anything, so I'm not worried about, from that aspect, somebody, a potential, love interest, like, oh yeah, I can't deal with him because of the stuff he's posted, or like a potential employer looking, the only thing they probably wouldn't hire me because they'd be like, damn, he posts a lot. When is he gonna be productive? Uh, Go ahead.
No, no. I'm just like,
No,
yeah,
no,
I
I was
can't,
gonna
I can't
say,
post like that.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm multitasking because some people laugh. They're like, when do you work it? I'm like, I'm multitasking. I'm doing posts and then I'm working. I'm doing accounts or whatever. But yeah, I just somebody had posted that question and I was kind of interested in finding out what you thought about it, and I was hoping somebody would come on and talk about their experiences because it's just kind of, I just know it's happened to me, like like I said, the finger, the talking about uh I I know I still gonna get in trouble for lack of a better word phrase, hood shit. I even said it funny, but yeah, I don't. I just be like, I'm good. Or the ones that this is one that gets me too. This is a good one. Uh, when you always all this drama, you ever see those people that post this drama? Somebody's always messing with you.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
always they always screwing with you. Oh, you keep my MF and name out your mouth, and I'm sick of this, or I'm gonna be off Facebook for a while. I'm gonna do this and do that, and I'm like, you're probably the drama. You say this stuff follow you probably are. So people like that, or for if a woman was like, yeah, I need a real man that can handle me. When you say stuff like that, what did people say? You don't bring peace. I don't need you to bring peace, but that's the phrase they go. You don't bring peace when you talk about. I need a man that can handle me. That's a red flag. You post about that, I'm like, I'm gonna scroll on by. I might even have to unfriend you. Be like,
Come on,
well,
man.
the
Come
the,
on.
the, the thrill is gone.
But those same people, they have someone too, though. So
You said they have.
there's, they might, they're gonna have somebody. There's somebody for everybody. Or yes,
You
however
think
it
so?
goes. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're getting off the topic a little bit, but I don't think so. You think there's somebody for everybody? I don't believe that. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
there. I think there's some individuals that are so screwed up that it's just no.
Okay, well, you name one person in this entire world that since you lived on this earth so long have they never been with anybody?
No, no, I'm saying they probably have, but I'm saying, but you were saying somebody for everybody that,
Yeah,
like a match, like a match made in
yeah,
heaven.
yeah.
No, yeah, I don't. I mean, I think they've been with people probably, but they don't need to be. And
I'm always devil's advocate, but like
yeah,
who,
go ahead,
or
lay it
you
on.
say that they don't need to be with another person. That other person might be the reason
You're right.
that
You're
they
right.
are turned. You know,
Maybe they're so crazy and toxic, and like people love throwing the word around narcissist,
Mm.
and just that they shouldn't be, even though they seek out, they get into relationships. Maybe they shouldn't be. I know some people get along better with others, but maybe this, you ever think maybe this person is just so fucked up that they shouldn't be, like, there's like, I shouldn't be with anybody, or or maybe if they get with somebody that's just as screwed up as they are, maybe then I don't know. But you,
because and still devil's advocate because
okay, okay,
people that are so turned like that, they're always, they always say like a great relationship is a yin and a yang. So the
hmm,
person that's so messed up in the head, they'll like just high top of the ladder, messed up in the head. They're gonna get with a nice, calmer person that's gonna keep them sane, and that's
so
the
you
person for them.
so you believe too also that opposites attract.
Oh yeah, definitely, one
Yeah,
hundred percent.
yeah, I believe. Okay, I take that. I take that. Opposites attract.
That's how, I mean, and I'm not saying that's for every relationship, but what I'm saying is opposites do attract, and a lot of great relationships are the two people are totally opposite. because they balance each other out in a mental capacity a lot of the times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's almost like if you have too much beer, you know, your liver gonna fail or whatever, you know. So
Right.
you gotta have some water.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of
Yeah,
balance it out.
you got to balance it out. You know, let that water
Yeah,
cleanse that beer out the liver. You know,
yeah.
it's a crazy
No,
analogy, but
no.
you,
Or you may need that special someone to be like, hey, you've had enough.
yeah, you got to have
Who
that
doesn't drink?
yeah, you got to have that person to grab you by your shoulder, and you know, and usually it's the lady towards the man, but it's like you know
Yeah.
that lady grab that man and hey, babe, you know, it's all right, it's okay. You know, when you don't have that, if you know what I'm saying, when you don't have that, that's when you start getting all the troubles, or you know, say for instance that man get in situations or issues where he you know he don't need to be at.
Okay.
You know, so that's why I say the opposites attract are usually the better. I didn't say the better, but I've seen a lot of opposites that have just been great. It's because
Yeah.
they balance each other out.
Yeah. I can agree with that. I still, yeah, I still having a hard time with the there's somebody out there for everybody. I'm still having a hard time with that one.
Come on, man. You ever seen? I mean, you're a movie guy. You ever seen Hulk? Who brings him down? Who brings him back to Bruce Banner?
uh, yeah. I mean,
What did she do? Come on, baby. Let me sing you this
yeah.
nice little lullaby.
She's like, hey, hey, big fella, or something to
Yeah,
sing real
yeah,
low.
yeah.
But
And brings him in. Come on. It's
But
true.
okay, but like he said, okay, we'll use that. We'll use that example. But like he said, there he can never have children. He can. Oh, I don't think she can have children in the movie too. I
She can't
not,
have
not,
children either because her
yeah.
insides were tore out.
Oh, okay. I said I'm about to have to go back and watch the movie. But they never got together though.
Yeah, but she is still his yin to the yang. There's only
Yeah.
circumstances, you know, that they're not together. But in a real world, a perfect world, they would be together.
Right.
And even while he's Bruce Banner, if you think about it, it's a three way kleptic. If you know what that means, no.
Mm-mm. No, I don't.
All right. So what I mean by three way kleptic is she's his piece when he's the Hulk, right?
Okay.
When he comes down, he's her piece because he's this nerdy guy that keeps her from being Raymond Austin. So, you know, this crazy world that she has.
Romanoff, yeah, kind of like a
Romanoff. Yeah. And you see what I'm
okay,
saying? It's always the opposites that balance out the other side.
almost like polar opposites or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, so that's why those opposites, you know, are always the best. And I know I'm taking that off of a movie, but that is real. Is it in true
No,
life?
no, I
It's an
see what you're saying.
imitation of true life.
Hmm.
You know?
I yeah, yeah. This is this, but so you don't think there are just some people that are just so like messed up that they're like all people should just steer clear of them romantically.
But I mean, here's the thing: you need that in this world, and it's a reason for it. It's nature's cycle, in a
Hmm.
sense. Those people that you think are so messed up that don't need anybody, you could almost say, and just me being devil's advocate, that person that you think that doesn't need anybody needed someone to keep them from being as crazy as they were, and that's why they're so crazy because they never got that person or found that person to bring that opposite to bring them, you know, back to reality. So it's just it could be more of a timing thing versus, you know, person to person thing. You know, that person just never came along. So it's
Okay.
bad timing in a sense.
All
Come
right.
on,
Well,
man.
let me go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just about to say I'm a counselor. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you to me. Well, let me ask you this, and I don't know if I've asked you this before on the podcast, since it kind of goes into do you believe in soulmates?
uh, Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, just because of, you know, my head is always 50-50 a lot of times. I'm gonna say 50-50, but my head, what's it called? It patterns off of a lot of life things or reality, I guess.
Like kind of like you're a realist, like logic.
Yeah, I'm so much of a realist sometimes, you know, but for the most part, I would say, yeah, I believe in soulmates.
Okay. And I'm looking at the comments. Sadie wants me to bring out the shield. I'm gonna bring out the shield before we get off. But but I believe that that some people get along better with other people. Dang. See, now I'm gonna get in trouble again. Uh, I don't know if I believe like I well, you know what? I take that back because some people are like, oh, I knew this was the person for me in the third grade, and we've been together for we're celebrating our 97th wedding anniversary. So I I guess.
Well, see, I mean, like you may not believe in soulmates, but I just to be another devil advocate, and you just because I'm a counselor today,
Mhm. Okay.
there are soulmates. There really are, and I've seen that in life. I've seen people that have met. I know someone right. You might not remember this guy, but he met his wife. Well, the guy met the girl. They got married 2 weeks later or a week later, and they're still married. Two kids in college. That
Wait,
was old.
they got married a week after they met?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
It was, and they're still married today. And that was the 90s, 90 something, 97, I think.
Do I know this person?
Yeah, you would remember him if you know this was my neighbor actually at the Air Force Base.
Oh, for real? I
Yeah, yeah.
can't. Oh,
Anyway, so I know a bunch of stories like that.
okay.
Now here's the big thing about the whole soulmates, and it might help you out a little bit. But people today, here's the thing: I think there are soulmates, and there are a lot of soulmates, and there are a lot of people that are very compatible with each other,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
To the point that they may say or think that's their soulmate, which is good. That's all good. I mean, and you're gonna stay together long, 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 whatever. The thing is, in today's society makes relationships so easy to break up, but harder
Hmm.
to stay together. So people will drop their soulmates because of society and the way life is today.
Do you think that part of that too is because they're always searching for something better? Or like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
better
that's what I'm saying. Society
better
makes it so
mate?
much easier. Society makes it easier to break up than to stay together.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing. A lot of people have probably dropped their soulmates thinking, because they applied everything to the standard of society or whatever, and not knowing how great or how much of a long lasting relationship they probably would have had if they just would have stayed at home.
Right.
You know, so and that's why I say I think just today in general, everything is so much easier. We are so socially microwavable,
Right.
if you know what
Okay.
I'm saying. It's
Okay.
everything's quick, fast, in a hurry.
Instant.
Everything
You want it now,
just
instant
instant.
gratification.
Everything's instant now, instead of, doing what you need to do or going through whatever processes, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, so that's why I say I think a lot of soulmates probably have broken up because not knowing they had a soulmate because they was too busy, patenting their life or their relationship off of a person off of TV or things off what they see off the internet,
Hmm.
all the extra chatter that you already hear, which you're gonna get the chatter anyway. But you know, people
Probably
just don't sit at home anymore.
right. Right. Probably looking at other people's lives on social
Yeah,
media or in the movies and like that's basically tell what they tell you not to do is compare your life
yeah,
to someone else's and there's this is great, I want that too,
yeah,
when you should, I guess, be thankful for what you do have and not recognizing those blessings.
yeah. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it just comes from all this, this instant stuff that we got going on, internet and all that other stuff. So
Hmm.
I what I know, I'm staying home. I'm not letting the internet yeah, I'm not gonna let the internet just take away my baby. you
Right.
know,
Right.
that's not gonna happen. If we decide to go a different way, it's gonna be because of us. It's not gonna be
Right.
because and I'm not then I'm put like this. I'm not even gonna get you compared to how the internet is. A lot of people share memes all the time.
Hmm.
Um dudes with these 100,000, not say 100 roses sitting, every day you come home from work and this is how I treat my baby. No, you don't. You just posted that on the internet just to, let's say floss or stun or,
Right.
whatever. So then my woman expect that. I'm like, no, you can't expect that from me because I'm not, number one, I'm not going to do that. I'm not giving 100,000 roses every day or, you know, when you come home from work. Two, I can't afford it. So I'm not even pretending like
Maybe
I'm in
you
that
could give
type
her.
of league.
Yeah, you could give her the Russell Wilson experience.
No. You go get the CJ experience. We gonna go look, we gonna go have some dinner. I would tell you to leave a tip if it's a really expensive place. I'm gonna ask you to leave a tip. No,
Mhm.
while I pay the bill, leave a tip, baby.
Go home, get on the couch, watch
Yeah,
some
we
five.
gonna do real life stuff. Now I'm gonna woo you and this, that, and the other, but it's not gonna be this level that you see all these other people on the internet, which everybody's chasing. It's like, no, you can't even, you can't do that. Everybody can't do that. Like,
Okay,
know your place in life. No, it's,
okay,
it's
well,
okay to strive, but come on now, like you got to know your place in life. Stick with that place in life because if she really loves you, if
right,
it's a real relationship, it doesn't matter
right,
if you strive up with it or stay in that same, in that. I'm not saying staying in like stagnant, but what I'm saying is like
right,
this woo woo. I'm still wooing you. I'm still giving you, let's say, 2 roses a week versus giving you 50 roses every week. You know,
right, right.
because I know, baby, this is what I have. And I'm
Okay,
gonna say this before you say something else. Another thing I actually thought about today when everybody talk about relationships and stuff, they should be you should sacrifice in relationships. Well, in my head, I'm thinking, no, you don't sacrifice in relationships.
or compromise. I
You
don't know.
you compromise. You're like you don't agree with the compromise, but I think you
Oh no, I
compromise.
do. Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah,
have
you
to.
you
You have
don't.
to.
If you're sacrificing in your relationship, then I don't think that's a healthy relationship. You have
Right,
to be able to compromise.
right.
So anyway, we'll go ahead, man, because
No, no, no. That was it. I was going to ask you. I was just going to make a joke. I was going to say, ladies, y'all need to pay attention because I was going to ask you what's because you were talking about the we were talking about the Russell Wilson experience. You said they're going to get the CJ. I was going to ask you. So before we go, what would a date night look like with CJ the Gray?
it would be we gonna go over to a Walmart, pick up some knives. Really, I'm gonna be honest, it just depend on the person that I'm dating
Hmm. Hmm.
because I like to know that I feel them out. The dates won't be the same. For instance, if I date one person last week and a new person this week, those dates won't technically be the same because if I felt her outright, I know that she like the one I'm with now is gonna like different things.
Right.
Or, and I want her to feel a little bit better or, good
Hmm.
about it. If I give her the same date I gave her the chick last week, she might not like going to what's the place called, PF Chang's or whatever.
Yeah.
The lady today doesn't like PF Chang, but I'm applying yesterday's dates to today's dates, and it
Hmm.
doesn't work. So I mean, I know that's like a kind of a a roundabout answer,
No, no,
but
no. That's
you know what I'm
cool.
saying?
Yeah.
It's just
No.
depend on the lady, man. I'm just gonna feel her out.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna ask the wife out on a date. We're gonna, I guess, go to eat. Go eat. I'm gonna bring the shield, and then we can throw it around like a frisbee too, and mix it
Wow.
up. Mix it up.
Wow.
You know. But hey, we're some romantic guys. But that is our time for this evening. We hope y'all enjoyed the podcast. I was hoping we'd get somebody on. Sadie, I guess you're gonna have to wait till the next podcast because I'd have to go to the other room to get the shield. And I don't want to do that. So next time I'll have it ready. So next week when you come on, we'll have the shield. You'll be able to see it live on Facebook. It'll be a treat. Yeah. So CJ, you got anything
Just
in
said
closing before
true.
we head out? It'll be a treat. It'll be a true
No.
treat.
No,
After that,
I have nothing.
yeah, that's a hard act to follow. The shield, yeah. Well,
Wow.
look, we want to thank y'all. And again, hit us up if you want to hear something. I'm gonna post something on the page about just some topics and stuff like that. But if you got something you want to talk about, or if you want to come on the show, you hit us up. Hit us on the page or two men with mics at gmail.com, and we'll get you on. We love to have guests. The more the merrier. let's talk about it.
Right.
Yeah,
All
yeah. So
right.
until next week, we'll talk to you. See you later.